What's going on?
I'm just so proud of myself. To the second I just finished posting on time.
Yeah, so I gave Kenzie some feedback about last week. Like Kenzie's, first of all, she's the star of the show. She's everything,
Well.
right? She is what she is. But I watched every show back to see how we can get better and how we can make this more entertaining for you. And I said, babe, last episode was really, really good, except that the first like 5 minutes you're on your phone trying to post this thing.
I was struggling though. Like it wasn't intentional. Like I ran into a little snag, a little hiccup. Okay.
Right.
Milazzo, hello guys. Ashley just joined. Hi guys. We love you guys. Thank you for joining us again.
You are our first two of the night, so thank you for being here. But yeah, so I watched the last one back, and like it was a good episode. Except I didn't like Kenzie being on her phone for the first like 5 minutes. So I said to her,
I was just trying to get the message out.
I said, babe, listen, everything was great, except for that. Can you come in the studio like 5 minutes earlier and post that picture, put the link out, and then we're ready to go when the show starts, and boom, here you are.
You know what? But I'll tell you something, my look suffered because I don't look very cute.
You look amazing. I have a piece of hair sticking out.
My looks took a hit on being in here early. They did.
Stop.
They did. I filtered that photo heavy. I have the hat tips. I'm like, I don't want you to see what's happening right up here, Aziz. Okay.
Well, for the record,
my lips look great. That's it. They're moisturized.
You look great. You can rock your Chanel hat. I love it. You know, you got the tank. It's all good. You'll very rarely see me like in a hoodie like this and like a backwards hat. But here's the deal. We are super casual.
Right.
Why are we casual?
Because we are going to the Dominican Republic.
Tomorrow morning we leave at 6 a.m. We are out of here.
Dominicana. We are so excited.
After this show, we're gonna finish up our packing, and we are flying out to the DR, actually in Punta Cana. Very, very excited about that. So we decided that, we could get dressed up. We're not getting dressed up tonight. Like, let's be in sweats. Let's be chill.
You don't understand how behind I am, as is right now. First off, I have to reattach new nails. Okay, that has to happen tonight.
Oh, man.
I have to shower, put on a new nail set, finish packing, move the elf on a shelf, do the advent. I have so many things to do tonight.
You do.
So many.
You do.
I'm screwed. I'm just gonna stay up till we leave.
I forgot to put a pillow behind my back. You want to do that for yourself or no?
Oh, you didn't put one behind me
Here,
either?
let me do it for you, princess. Here we go.
Thank you.
So we're gonna be super, super chill, super, super comfortable because we are out of here in about T-minus 8 hours, I think.
I know. 8 hours, by the way. We still have an entire show to do and all the things I just named. So I really feel like I'm just gonna stay up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight. I don't think so.
A lot of people are saying, Kenzie, you are beautiful. You look amazing. Like, you know what? We should just walk around with these people in our ear saying, if I'm doubting myself that day, no, Roman, you're awesome. Or you don't, Kenzie, you're amazing. Like, it would be so good to have that.
I really feel like I need that because I don't feel attractive a lot of the time. I struggle with that.
You're weird like that because I think it's pretty obvious that you are a beautiful girl. Like anybody who follows us or all the comments you get on social media before and after our relationship, meaning before, after, but before and during our relationship.
After.
There's no after. But you've had a lot of beautiful comments and a lot of compliments and everything. So you would think that Kenzie, well, I'm glad she's not arrogant, but you would think she's secure about certain things and confident about certain things. But when it comes to how you look in certain times, you aren't as confident as I think you should be.
No,
because you're beautiful.
I think what I'm typically confident in is my outfit, or I'm confident in my profession. I know I do a good job. I know I'm a hard worker. I know I'm a good cook for my boys, and I know that I do things well. Yeah. I know when I put an outfit together, it's cute. Okay, no insecurities. I often wish I could just exchange my face. That's usually. I'm what am I supposed to do? It's stuck like this.
Oh my
There's nothing I can do about it. And it bothers me all the time. I just I'll feel so good and then I see my face and I'm like, no.
You're crazy. You have a beautiful face. A naturally beautiful face too.
It's crap. My face is crap. I want a new one.
It is not. But what was crap was over the weekend. Well, actually not the whole weekend, but over the weekend. We had my guy Mitchell Tenpenny, country singer. Mitchell Tenpenny had a #1 record called Drunk Me. He's his voice is phenomenal.
Yes.
He was in town performing at Joe's on Weed, and it was so cool to go there and see him again. So in case you guys don't know who he is,
where's the relation to crap going?
I'm gonna show you. Hold on a second. It's going to get there.
I'm like, don't say crap and Mitchell Tempany near each other. He did a fantastic job.
No, rewind what I just said. I said the night was awesome. We saw Mitchell. His voice was phenomenal. Sold out show at Joe's on Weed. We got to hang out with him afterwards. You got to meet him for the first time.
Yes, and he's so sweet. And he talked so much about his amazing fiance. I can't wait to meet her as well. Apparently, she's got like a booming voice and is like this up and coming country singer. I can't wait to meet her because like if she got him to like calm down, she's like a spicy one, like got him in line. I like that.
I mean, it was kind of cool talking about our engagement, talking about his engagement.
Yeah, it was fun.
He said, please come to Nashville like early next year. They'll take us out to dinner, show us around. So we're going to do that because I want to go to Nashville. You do too, you as well. So anyway, that part was awesome. Like that part was amazing. The sold out show, his voice, his singing, hanging out with him afterwards, doing a couple shots in the tour bus afterwards. That was all amazing. That was awesome. That was non-crap. That was awesome.
Okay, I still really don't understand where this is going.
So here's where it was kind of crappy, right? This story is so funny. So we went to Fogo de Chão for dinner. Side note, yes, it's pronounced Fogo de Chão. I always thought it was Fogo de Chão. I mean, I'm born and raised in Chicago.
A lot of people say it's Fogo de Chão.
I thought it was Fogo de Chão. When I was back at B96, we were doing commercials for them, and like the client actually wrote all of us, all the stations, like we're all saying it wrong. It's not Fogo de Chão, it's Fogo de Chão.
Yeah.
All right, lesson learned.
Well, in fairness, I think it's a Portuguese word. It's a Brazilian restaurant, so I'm going to assume it's a Portuguese word, so you would know how to pronounce it, Okay,
so it's Fogo de Chão. Great dinner at Fogo de Chão. Your first time there.
Yes, I loved it.
It was awesome. It was so good.
So good.
Okay, I had too many iced teas. I had to go to the bathroom. All right, so I go to the bathroom.
Partier, too many iced teas.
I got crazy.
Drunk in it.
I got crazy. So I had to go to the bathroom really fast. And I come back and explain what you told me when I came back from the bathroom.
Yo, that's messed up. I know I'm connecting dots.
Okay, good.
So what had happened was he went to the bathroom, and I was like, I had never been to Fogo de Chão. Okay. Right. So it's really cool. If you haven't gone, you flip the little cards over, red, green. They bring meat to your table, right? Like all different kinds. They come running at you with little meat skewers. Love it. So also, they brought us all these side dishes, like plantains, and then like their version of like mashed potatoes. I forget what it was. So good. But we didn't order those. They just bring them out. And it's smart though, because if you start filling up on bananas, bitch, you're gonna eat a lot less meat. Okay. It's very creative. I get what they're doing. A good business model. So they're they just keep bringing stuff out. And then this guy walks up when he's in the bathroom with this big tray with tequila on it. And he goes, would you like a tequila shot? And he's walking up to everybody. Everyone's getting a tequila shot, right? So like other tables around me, they all have them. He goes, do you want one? And I'm like, oh, sure. And he goes, how about what? Is he coming back? How about him too? And I go, oh, okay. So he sets him down and he leaves, okay?
So I come back from the bathroom and here's what I see. I see
tequila shots.
Kenzie with 2 tequila shots. And I go, oh, did you? Or she goes, no, some guy was handing them out. It was awesome.
It was.
I'm like, all right, now, I'm the only Mexican in the world that does not like tequila. So I was like, you can have both. Like, it's not my thing at all.
And I'm not a huge drinker, though.
But you love tequila.
I do really like tequila.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to hammer back 2 shots. Like, that's not my style. I'm enjoying food. Yeah.
But they were warm, and you don't like warm tequila.
I'm more of a chilled tequila gal myself. Right. And I know that's not the tradition. Like, I'm just saying, like, I usually like tequila, like, in my drink. I don't just sit back and drink a bunch of tequila. Okay. So if it's in a drink, then it's cold. I like cold drinks in general. Like, I freaking love coffee. I don't drink hot coffee. Like, it's very rare. So, like, I like cold beverage. I like feeling refreshed. Okay? That's the point. Anyway.
So, we don't even drink those shots. So, like, what you see in Kenzie's hands.
They're full. I took a sip, and I'm like, oh, okay.
They go back on the table. No big deal, right? No big deal until the bill comes, all right? The bill comes, and this is what we see. Now, if you can read that, you're looking at not 1, but 2 tequila shots of Don Julio for $33 each. $66 total for 2 shots of tequila that she thought people were just handing out.
They were handing them out. They just walk over. Who in what world? If you're like, do you want a tequila shot? Is that you ordering a tequila shot? That's not a fair way.
Nothing in life is free.
And you're telling me, I thought he was just a really nice guy. And you're telling me that all those tables were aware that they were grabbing multiple $33 shots? Flag on the play, BS. I'm telling you, everybody there was like zoinks when that bill came. Everybody was saying zoinks.
This is one of those situations where we're 2.5 years deep in our relationship. I can be honest. If this is a first date or second date, I have to eat this bill. Like, oh my God, like, oh, it's a lot of money, but like, I can't be cheap in front of my. But no, 2.5 years later, I'm like, cheap. Kenzie, what did you do?
I was hoodwinked, by the way. I didn't know that, like, you know, I got the chill guy for a hot minute. Right. I've been hoodwinked.
So I go, babe, this is ridiculous. I mean, we're not even drinking these drinks. $66 for that's horrible. She goes, well, I swear I didn't know. Talk to the manager. So I'm like, you know what? I am going to talk to the manager. Bring the manager over. I gotta say, he was very, very nice.
Oh my God, the nicest person ever. Almost as nice as the guy who gave us free shots. Like that guy was the epitome of nice.
They weren't free.
I love free Don Julio.
So the manager came over and I explained the situation and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, I'll take him off the bill, no problem. But also I'll bring over some limes and you guys have to enjoy it. It's Don Julio. He was so nice. So ultimately took him off the bill. Nice. He still wanted us to drink them.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. But in that moment, I'm like, oh my God, like, $66.
The moral of the story is if you go to Fogo de Chão and they ask if you want a shot, they're going to fucking charge you, okay? And that's just misleading because they bring so much to the table without charging you. I mean, that was that.
Look at how happy she was. She thought she just got 2 free shots.
I'm like, this is the best place I've ever been. I really thought it was a wonderful place.
And it was a wonderful place, minus the 2 tequila shots. But thankfully, the manager made it okay, and all is well in the world of Romans.
I'm so sorry.
Really fast. My pinky is in town. What's up, my pinky?
And she loves my hat.
Oh, is that what that means? I love. Oh, it's a hat emoji. Oh yeah, I thought it was like a cat. I thought it was a blue circle and a heart.
What would your guess have been of what she loved if that was the truth?
I have no idea. Like, no idea.
By the way, I have had a very long week at work because I've had to, as you know, I'm in like Philadelphia, Sacramento, Miami. I do all these markets. Well, I'm not, just to clarify, I don't do one show that goes to all those markets. I do separate shows for all of them. So every single day I'm doing that many shows. You do
custom shows for every market that you're in.
So they're personal. I'm talking about local stuff. Love doing that because I think you connect with an audience way better. Yeah. It's not generic. But when you're going to go out of town, that means you have to do 10 shows, 15 shows. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Thank God people weren't there today. I truly cursed. I threw things and cursed while I was doing. Like when you stumble like 3 times on a break because you've done like 11 shows. Right. You're like 2 hours away from being done with this one. I actually took a book and I chucked it on the wall and I'm like, you mother! I was so angry. I'm like, just freaking fire me. I can't do this. My lips don't work. I was just so upset. So like I'm drinking. I'm not drinking. I would like to use the word guzzling because I have taken some big gulps. I'm done. I'm so done.
Do you want tequila?
Right? Is it free? Emily! Hey, boo-boo.
What's up, Emily Lugo?
She can't guzzle like I can because she's pregnant.
She could drink, though, because apparently red wine is okay for pregnant girls, right?
I think a limited amount, though.
Yeah, like a glass.
Because, I don't think I could, take it to the head while I'm pregnant. You know what I mean?
One thing I've realized about wearing hoodies, because now this is back-to-back times I've worn hoodies. Last week was a nice hoodie, but this is kind of first of all, I love this hoodie.
I love that hoodie.
Obvious shirts.
Have that hoodie.
They rock here in Chicago. They are the most comfortable hoodies and t-shirts in the world. But I've realized we have a ring light, we have a computer, we have equipment. It's hot. It's hot.
And I'd be like,
in the future, I cannot wear hoodies on the show. There's no way.
I did the last time I wore a hoodie. It was like I had a cute little zip up. It's actually a zip up that looks like a corset. I don't know if anybody remembers it. And it's my favorite zip up because it's like you look cute even though you're in a sweatshirt. Yeah. But I had nothing on under it, and it's like fleece, and I was dread. And there's no option. Like, do you have a t-shirt on?
No.
Oh, it's just your belly. Never mind. So you was like me. Because I was like, I can't take this off.
Emily Lugo says, my husband and I just got out of the new Spider-Man movie. How was it?
Oh, I heard that's bomb. And I love and stand Zendaya with all of my heart.
Who?
Zendaya.
Oh, Zendaya. Yeah. Oh, what'd you say? Oh, I said I stand Dunze.
I said I stand Zendaya.
Oh, you stand.
I thought you didn't know who Zendaya was, and we were
actually
end it.
Zendaya, one of my favorite interviews of all time, back in the B96 days, and
you got to interview Zendaya
multiple times. Yeah, she was really, really cool.
Oh, because she was doing music back then. Now she acts a lot more.
And the Jumpsmokers remixed her first single. I think it's called Replay, and one of my favorite remixes we've ever done.
I forgot about Replay.
Oh, dude, it's so honestly, if you guys are on Spotify, Jumpsmokers Zendaya Replay. It's one of my favorite remixes of all time.
God, I just adore her.
It's so good.
I love her and her boyfriend, which is actually their boyfriend and girlfriend in the movie Spider-Man. That's how they met. Tom Holland plays Spider-Man. Zendaya's his girl, right?
Oh, they're together?
Yeah, and they're together in real life.
That's awesome.
And they are the cutest couple. So for example, they were doing, he got asked a question. He'd been asked it before about like, who's the hottest Marvel character ever? Because this is Marvel, right? So like, I'm gonna mess up, but like, for example, like Catwoman or Poison Ivy. I don't know if those are Marvel. I get the universes mixed up. I don't think he'd think that Ant-Man was like the sexiest.
Oh,
I'm talking about like that.
Gotcha.
I was giving female examples.
I don't know. Actually, Paul Rudd is the sexiest man alive. So I would say Ant-Man is pretty sexy, but whatever.
So he had actually answered the question before, and I forgot he threw out like a hot Marvel chick, right? And then once he started dating Zendaya, and she was there when they asked because she was part of the staff, he was like no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying. He's just so respectful of her. And last night or 2 nights ago when she was on the carpet, she was fixing her dress and they were doing photos. Yeah. And he immediately turned and stood in front of her. Just so nobody would catch, like, cool. She didn't ask her anything. She just started playing with it. Just so nobody would catch an accidental moment. Like, you can tell he just, like, thinks about her. And when he was getting interviewed.
3 ands.
I love this relationship. I talked about this on the air. When he was getting interviewed on the red carpet, which obviously he's Spider-Man, so, I mean, she's always the star, but he's Spider-Man in the Spider-Man movie. He stopped the interview when she got out to walk the red carpet because he wanted to watch her walk the red carpet.
That's cool.
And it's just like, I love a supportive relationship. Like, I just think that they're beautiful.
It's like us. We're like the media version.
I don't think you'd stop. I don't think you'd stop to watch.
You don't give me any credit at all. You give me 0 credit.
That's not true.
You give me and for the record, my pinky says Fogo is good. I enjoy the buffet. Their salad bar is amazing. You love that.
Whoa, I went hard. It was the best hummus of my life. And I know that sounds corny, but they injected that with something. Like, that was fire hummus.
Fogo de Chão is dope. Emily says, it was fantastic and sad. You have to find out when you take your son. So I've never taken my son to see any Marvel movies yet. So my son's 7. My nephew, Giovanni, he's also 7, and he's gotten into like the Marvel stuff. Black Panther.
He loves Black Panther. It's his favorite. Which, like, I mean, Black Panther is amazing.
Yeah, I you know, fun fact. I've never seen any Marvel in my entire life ever. Nothing.
You know what? Okay, so I wasn't ever super because I didn't do the comic books. I didn't do like, especially like I feel like, not being biased, a lot of guys typically like do the comic booky, you know, superhero stuff. So I was never super into it. But when I worked in Tampa, I hosted so many of the movie openings. Do you remember those? Remember doing those?
Yeah, of course.
So for some reason, we had to deal with Marvel. We did every single one.
That's awesome.
So I ended up going to all of them, and they're actually really, really good. I will say they're funny.
Yeah.
That's what I was so surprised about these superhero movies is how funny they are. I remember actually crying laughing when watching Thor. Okay. Like, crying laughing. It was so funny. That was probably my favorite one was Thor. It was
Emily
so good.
cannot believe that I've not seen a Marvel movie in my entire life. She put what in like
they
a million.
They are good. And I still don't have like a superhero impulse in me. I'm not like, oh, a Spider-Man. But every time I see it, I'm like, damn, they do a good job.
I thought about seeing Ant-Man because I do love Paul Rudd.
Oh, it's funny.
And I've heard it's pretty good. So I think that I want to watch one of them.
That's where you'd start.
That's where I would start, I think, Paul Rudd.
That's where you'd start. Yeah, that's fair. It's a good one.
You know, I don't watch Marvel movies, but I did watch West Side Story on Friday with this one. I went to go see.
You wanted to go see it.
I did.
Don't pin that on me. I had actually never seen it.
Yeah, I did. It was really good.
It was really good.
Apparently,
I'm so excited that like that energy of movies is coming back. I love movies. I love cinema. Yeah. Like I feel like you nerd out on music, and I also love music. Obviously, I feel like I definitely nerd out on cinema. Like I could tell you who played them 10 years ago. Like I get super into old cinema, new cinema, the remakes, who directed. Oh, they took that director from the first. I love that type of stuff, and I'm really excited because obviously it totally had like a crash and burn moment with the pandemic. Nobody was doing anything. And we got really into renting the movie theater movies at home. We all went through that laziness of, do we want to go outside again though? Like, let's think about, like, I'm so comfortable. And the few times we've gone to the movies, I'm like, God, I love that energy of a movie theater. And like, that's how these creations should be viewed. Yeah. Is like that big screen.
West Side Story was quite the movie. The production was amazing. It was so loud in the theater. Remember how loud it was? It was like,
there was like a gunshot. I swear to God, I was looking like, I'm like, that happened here.
Because we saw it in we saw it in Chicago, so odds are it could have been in the theater.
I was like, I had questions. So
but so it was really, really good. We both really enjoyed it. It did not do well at the box office. You know that?
I just think a lot of movies don't right now, though. Maybe Spider-Man.
I bet you Spider-Man will.
Well, Spider-Man, like, okay, but I would say superhero has a cult following. If they dropped a Harry Potter movie, it's doing well. You know what I mean?
But West Side Story, one of the greatest musicals of all time, produced by Steven Spielberg, one of the greatest producers of all time, and the budget was apparently huge. But yeah, I guess it made like, I don't know, like $10 or $11 million, which is nowhere near what they thought it was gonna make. So as of right now, it's not doing that well, but it is very, very good. We recommend it.
And I will say, okay, so it's a tragedy. Truly, it is a tragedy.
You never saw it before, you know?
Yeah,
the story.
I knew the concept of it. I just had never seen it. Like I could have given you the cliff notes, so to speak, right? Of the generic. But it's a tragedy, and it's the holidays. I always think that's a rough time to drop a tragedy. People are so upbeat.
But it's a love story, though, too. It's a love story.
But it's on
Maria.
By the way, I have to say.
What?
So I had never seen West Side Story. However, my favorite song, and I didn't. In fairness, I didn't know the correlation because I had never seen the movie. I just didn't think of it. Okay, you don't think of it if you had never seen the thing. My favorite song of all time is what?
Maria Maria by the GMB Project and Wyclef and the whole like camp.
Yes, so that's my favorite song.
No, actually, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana, yeah, I was gonna say
the vocalists are a GMB Project, I think. Yeah,
that's my favorite song of all time. You can ask when I was a little kid. I named every animal Maria, every stuffed animal. Also, if you guys remember the game Guess Who, I lost every time because I'd always pick Maria. Like, so my brothers would go Maria, and I'd just knock it out. I was obsessed with the name. I was obsessed. So she reminds me of a West Side Story.
In the lyrics.
I was at the movie theater like,
oh my gosh.
Oh, like they're talking about Maria, and it reminds me of. I just figured, like, honestly, in my mind, like West Side, like that's usually like an area,
like
right?
a California story, like West Side.
Yeah, like I just figured, like no matter where you are, you have like South Side, West Side. So like I just figured where he's from, like she reminds me of a West Side story. Like I thought he meant like she reminded me like a West Side Girl is what I imagined about. She reminds me of a West Side Story.
It's about the musical West Side Story.
I'm sitting there at the theater, like literally, like mid-bite, like. Oh my god, I can't. Man. Anyway, so my pinky said, fun fact, if you ever seen Community, the directors from that show directed Avengers movies, not all of them. Look closely and you can see Community cast makes cameos.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Community, is that Aziz Ansari? And
Ooh, he in that?
Amy Poehler, is that Community?
My pinky, don't get mad at me, but you know how some people are like Community and some people are The Office?
You are The Office.
So I never got super into it because I was like, y'all wish. Park and Rec, Community, and The Office.
I think Park and Rec is Amy Poehler and Aziz Ansari.
I get Park and Rec and Community confused.
So who's in Community?
There's something. No.
No.
Okay. No to like what though?
Everything we're talking about. No.
Okay, my pinky. Who is in Community?
I don't know.
But Community, my pinky, am I right? Isn't Community similar to Parks and Rec?
Yeah, it's so Aziz and Amy Poehler are Parks and Rec.
They came out around the same time.
Community, I want to say, now I could be wrong, Chevy Chase was in Community, I believe so. And then he had a problem with the producer, and there was like a horrible voicemail that he left that like got a little bit, I think, racist. Donald Glover, the guy who he's the artist, he's the performer.
Oh. Yes,
Childish Gambino. Yeah, Childish Gambino.
Did you know that he got his rapper name from like a website?
Really?
You know those like auto-create websites where you're like, type in your favorite this and we'll shoot it out. His name, that's where it came from, like an auto-generator, funny app. Like, that's I don't know what he typed in to get it.
That's cool.
But that's how he got his rap name, Childish Gambino, was from an auto make.
So I'm right. So Chevy Chase was on it for a little bit, and then him and the producers got in a huge fight, and there was a voicemail that got circulating, and apparently there was kind of I don't know if it was a racial slur or a homophobic slur or something like that. And,
Chevy.
Yeah, Clark Griswold, right? So there was a big backlash about him, but I think it's over now. We're good. I don't know.
Well, I think Chevy's over, so it's just like it doesn't matter.
It makes me so sad.
I know.
I love Chevy Chase.
Christmas Vacation remains a classic.
Christmas Vacation, all the vacations, and I follow him on Instagram, and he's just so old now, and it's just
it's like sad because also a lot of people like from SNL and stuff have always said like he was such a dick.
Will Ferrell, I believe, said he's the worst host we've ever had in the history of SNL because he was mean to the cast when Will Ferrell was starting out. And Will Ferrell, to me, honestly, Chevy Chase and Will Ferrell are my favorite two comedians of like all time.
Ironically, I gave you 2 ornaments last year, stocking stuffers. They're both wood carvings, and one was Christmas Vacation, Clark Griswold, and then one was Elf, Will Ferrell. Those are the 2 ornaments. Those are your 2 favorites.
Those are the goats. Those are the 2 goats.
And when have you ever heard Will Ferrell say he doesn't like somebody? Because first off, Will Ferrell stays in character. Like, his interviews aren't necessarily like the deep dive of Will Ferrell. Like, he's kind of just another character. Yeah. So you don't hear him give like a really honest opinion very often. He's normally just being goofy. So for him to say he doesn't like somebody, imagine that.
I think
that's like heartbreaking because it's just so funny and he's part of these classics. It's like, oh,
I think Chevy Chase was he was the superstar back in the day, and he had some problems, whether it was alcohol or drugs. I don't know which one, or maybe both. I don't know. And he had an ego, and he's rubbed people the wrong way. Because like if you think about it, like Steve Martin, Martin Short, they're all still boys. Yeah. 3 Amigos, right? Chevy Chase, not. Like Steve Martin and Martin Short did a movie together with Selena Gomez over Chevy Chase.
I still think like a show.
We're done. That's insane. They have a show together on Netflix.
I know. And they went on tour together. The evening with Steve Martin. Like they're like besties. Yeah,
Chevy's
and it's a bummer because he is so fun. Don't you hate when you see that? Like somebody with all of this. It's like I imagine like if he was a nice person. Now drugs and alcohol, that's a totally different. Like I feel so bad for anybody battling with addictions. I'm not even gonna dive down that. So I wish he never touched it, never found it, right? Didn't enter his life. But had he been not a dick and kept those friendships, like imagine what more could have been. Because he was iconic for those old school roles. When's the last time Chevy Chase was in an iconic movie?
Vacation.
When's the last time?
Vegas Vacation, when that wasn't that iconic, but it wasn't
good. Well, was 3 Amigos after that?
No, 3 Amigos.
I don't know the timeline. I'm too young.
And I feel like we're dating out of ourselves here when it comes. And you're young, but like I think that our audience might not even realize it. But whatever. Last thing, Vacation, Christmas Vacation, 3 Amigos, Fletch. Spies Like Us. Chevy Chase had a very, very good run back in the 80s. Yeah. And then it stopped. And I think that's when maybe drugs and alcohol really
or even people not wanting to work with him. We don't know what went on with those. Yeah. So many people have said he was difficult, not nice, and he hasn't kept those friendships. But that makes me sad. I will say the one bonus point I'll give him, because I don't like dogging people for too long. I usually like to add a nice little comment. He has talked about, besides in a movie, he's never had a relationship with another woman. So yes, he kissed Ellen on set. He's never had an inappropriate relationship with another woman besides his wife, and he was with her prior to all the fame. So that's like he talked about one of the proudest things in his life is truly through all of that, always being a faithful, good husband, never going out. So I think that says a lot. If you can be, even if you're a dick, if you can be really good to the one person you've promised your life to, that says a lot. So I like to give people shiny stars, gold tokens.
He's still responsible for the greatest Christmas movie of all time, and that is Christmas Vacation. But
gold star for being faithful.
Let's keep it rocking when it comes to old school movies. Your favorite movie, at least one of them of all time, is Julia Roberts.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
I love that freaking movie with all my heart.
Yes, yeah.
As you can tell, I do like them a little older with a little bit of scruff. I just wanted a little Richard Gere of my own.
Yes, so here I am, Richard Gere. So Pretty Woman, one of her favorite movies of all time. So it's so hard to find presents for her for Christmas. She's great at giving gifts.
Which is not true.
She's great at giving gifts and surprising whatever. So I'm always trying to compete with that, and I can never truly compete with that. But I had a couple really good ideas for Christmas. One of them happened last night because, I'm going to tell you why in a second. It had to be last night. But one restaurant she's always wanted to go to that she's never been to before is called
the Capitol Grill.
The Capitol Grill.
So we do have an inside joke. So we go to the shopping complex a lot, and there's a Capitol Grill near it. So we pass it a lot, and every time, I didn't know I was saying this every time. It wasn't intentional, but I'm like, do you know I've never eaten there? Because I just feel like so many people have been to the Capitol Grill. It's a famous restaurant, right? Yeah. It's one of the best. And it's I've never been there. And I didn't realize I said it every time.
Every time.
And so we started going, I know you've never been. So last night when we showed up at it, he was like, oh, we showed up at the Capitol Grill, and I go, oh my God, did you know I've never eaten there?
Yeah, you've told me 6 times, hint, hint. So now I'm taking you to the Capitol Grill. It was awesome. It was good food.
It was so good.
Food was great, but that wasn't the main, that was the appetizer of the surprise I had for her.
Yes.
The surprise I had for her last night was Pretty Woman, the musical, Broadway in Chicago.
I didn't even know this was here.
1 week only. So if you still have time to go see it, it was really, really good. But 1 week only, Broadway in Chicago brought Pretty Woman to Chicago, the theater district. By the way, we have a phenomenal theater district here in Chicago. I don't know if you guys know that or not. So please like take advantage of it. Like we have Broadway here in Chicago, thus the name Broadway in Chicago. But anyways, took you to see your favorite movie as a musical. Give the review.
I loved it. Yeah. I really, really did. I didn't know, like, how are they gonna make this a musical? Like, when you see like a film, imagining that just on like one little set, and that's how I felt a little bit about Frozen too. Like, how are they gonna make that a musical? Both were phenomenal. I loved it. It was just fun watching that like hit a stage. Yeah. You and I both agreed though, Kit, okay, which is Vivian's best friend, so the Pretty Woman's best friend in the movie, was truly actually the star of the musical.
She was great.
She was good. They could I wonder why she wasn't the lead. And I don't mean that. I just mean because she was so good. Yeah. She's one of those people that when she's around, she demands attention. Even down to like when they're, bowing at the end. Like, just her energy, you just look, your eyes go to her.
She's a star, yeah. We don't have the book. We have the book downstairs, but
like
the
playbill.
The playbill and the book.
Yeah,
and so
we have a book downstairs.
We have a book, but the playbill, we should find out who that is because she is a star. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she is a gigantic star we don't know about in the Broadway world.
Yeah,
but she commanded the attention every time she's on the stage, and her voice was amazing. Her personality was amazing. Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a pretty woman. Yeah. But she was definitely the star of that musical, we thought. But yeah, it was really good, the whole thing.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I only had one critique. So the problem for me, and it wasn't that the leads were in the wrong. I feel like the director should have said something. But my whole thing, because I'm like an aficionado on this movie.
Yeah, so you do have okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my thing is I'm very intrigued by the relationship. That's why it's one of my favorite movies. So
of Julia Roberts and Richard Gere.
Yes.
Right.
Julia Roberts and Richard Gere, Edward and Vivian. That relationship's super intriguing. You have the perfectionist and you have this girl who's gone down a rough path. But what's beautiful about Vivian is she's not what she seems. So she is not her career. She's not she's super smart.
She's not a hooker.
Well, she is a hooker, but
she's not like what you think a hooker would be.
Yeah, like she's so different of a human being, right? Like you can tell she adapts and she's smart but she's very charming because she's not a cookie cutter person. Like she has these real life experiences, and Julia Roberts played that. Nobody could ever touch it. Yeah. So my thing was, and then Richard Gere is kind of a dick. He's kind of an idiot. Nobody's good enough for him. Nothing. I'm gonna destroy companies. I leave with nothing's good enough for him.
But he's rich.
But he's rich. But nobody's ever interested him. It's always been the same to him. So the whole point is he's kind of a dick. She's not exactly what she seems. But in the play, I will say he was super nice from the jump. Like giggly, like, oh, you're so great. Like immediately. And I'm like, no. He was kind of a dick a little bit immediately. He was just kind of watching her like,
the actor in the musical you think was too nice to be Richard Gere.
He was so nice. And I think he could have been Richard Gere. He just needed a little more attitude. Like he was great. His voice was great. I'm like, you warmed up to this girl way too fast. You warmed up to a hooker too fast. That was that. And then she acted almost like Kit does in the movies. So she was kind of like, she kept cursing and she wasn't picking up on stuff. And she was like, she made a joke about being trailer trash. I don't know what that means.
New host, Malazzo145 is our new host. Oh, we don't know what that means, but thank you.
I have no idea what that means. Thank you.
That's a new thing for us. That's awesome.
I don't know what it means,
congrats,
but yay, we have a new host. Yes, okay, does that mean he has to come join us, like on the couch?
I think he's hosting our show on his page, possibly. Oh, new follower.
Pro Poops.
Pro Poops. Pro Poops. What up?
Poops.
We know what that means. What's going on? We got a new follower. Thank you.
But anyways, she made a trailer trash joke about herself. Vivian would never make a trailer trash. She was confident. She was changing things. She was confident. Yeah. And in the play, Kit was kind of the confident one. So I was like, okay, that was the only thing where I'm like, I feel like you guys didn't like watch the movie. It's like you don't know the character development, but it was really, really, really good. And to be honest, to get anybody to compare to Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, I mean, those are like some of the. If you're gonna do a play about the Titanic, like to find another Leonardo DiCaprio, I mean, that's like They're like these iconic
That's
people.
the thing is you're chasing this. You're chasing
icons.
the iconic duo of Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. Yeah, Titanic, great example. You know, whoever's playing Jack Dawson has to be like you're compared to Leo.
And no one's gonna like him. Yeah, it's like you're lost. You're like nobody. Like, it didn't matter who they put on that stage.
If there was a movie about us, someone's got to play Kenzie, someone's got to play Ro, but like you can't play us.
I would pick. Like, who would I pick? Who would play you in a movie?
I couldn't. There's no
way. If
way.
you could pick somebody, who would it be?
I'm totally joking. I don't know. How about you?
I don't know.
Oh, that girl, Nazim.
Nazim?
Nazim from Miguel's ex.
I'm the Walmart version of Nazim.
Oh, stop.
I am, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it.
I don't really have somebody that I think could...
That could play you?
That I look like or act like or anything. do you see anything or no?
I don't know. I don't know how I would pick.
All right, I don't know. I'm not sure. I really don't have anybody that I've ever thought it's like, oh yeah.
That would be the one.
Like when I was a kid, everyone's like, oh, you look like Jordan Knight from New Kids on the Block. And I hated that because New Kids on the Block, like we as guys, we just didn't like that group. But like, I guess looking back, I kind of see the music and we're real dark and like dark hair. I don't know. But like, besides that, I've never been told I look like really anybody.
Yeah, you have. You just don't like it.
Well, okay, besides that horrible one.
That's mean to say.
Well, like from a look standpoint, it's a horrible comparison. Quentin Tarantino. I've gotten Quentin Tarantino before.
Because from here down, you look like Quentin Tarantino.
They say my jawline for some reason.
No, it's your lips. Your lips are very Quentin.
One of the most talented producers of all time. One of the ugliest people of all time. So
that's really mean to say.
I hate the fact that anybody's ever said that they see that in me.
That is mean to say. I don't like that you said that.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because it's like, why you don't know him like that?
Maybe he's nice. I'm saying he's not someone I'm striving to look like.
What if you're running for a movie one day, and then all of a sudden you're gonna think he's beautiful?
and they pull up my old tweets or my old Twitch video.
Weirder things have happened. That's just a mean thing to say. He could be great.
I take it back.
Now, if we find out he's racist, it's fine. But it's like you don't just call people ugly. He could struggle.
And moving right, he's not Quentin Tarantino is not struggling.
No, but with confidence or something, you just don't say things like that.
All right. Anyways, so here's the deal. Moving right along, we had a couple of funny things that happened this week when it comes to discovery, right? So Kenzie discovered a couple things that really like just blew her mind that she never had thought of before.
You don't have to say it like that.
So over the weekend in the morning is like when she can sleep in because she gets up Monday through Friday, gets trained downtown and everything. So she wakes up early, trains downtown, does her shows.
Every day I'm hustling.
And she comes back out. So she really works her ass off during the week. On the weekend, she will sleep in, rightfully so.
I won't even move until like noon. And don't talk to me.
So I think it was Saturday morning or maybe Sunday. I don't know, one or two. She's sleeping in and we're getting a bunch of family text messages. My mom, my sister, my brother-in-law, me, my mom. Like we're going back and forth. People are liking.
Everyone's responding. Everyone's liking.
She's trying to sleep and her phone is like, that's the noise you make. And so I'm like, oh, she's sleeping. I hear it.
And you know why I was mainly annoyed is you started it and you knew I was asleep.
So
it's not like why would you do that?
Okay, so she wakes up, she's all pissed. She's like, what is going on? And I'm like, babe, why is your phone even on? Like, why is it on ring? Like, why don't you put it on silent? And why did you say your phone is not on silent?
Because the alarm won't go off.
So she said to me, my phone is not on silent because then my alarm won't go off. And I was like, wait, you truly think that if your phone is on like vibrate, that the alarm won't go through? And she goes,
it will, but it'll vibrate.
No, so this is where my like experience has come into play. I go, babe, I traveled the world. I literally had to wake 5 a.m., 6 a.m. wake up calls. My iPhone, it was flawless. It never messed up, not even once. I have my phone on vibrate, and the alarm still goes off. It still rings. It still like makes a noise for you to wake up. And she did not believe me then.
No.
And she still didn't believe me all day.
Nope.
She goes, we got to test this out. I said, okay. So she set an alarm for like 5 minutes away, and she's staring at her phone. I go, babe, it's gonna work. No, it's not. It's gonna work. And sure enough, her phone's on vibrate. And what happened when the alarm went off?
It did ring.
It rang.
I was under the impression it would go off, but it would just vibrate when it went off. Your sound's off. How is that possible? Your sound is off.
Your sound's on vibrate.
Right, but then the sound's sounding. How is that? How can your phone be on vibrate, but your sound is sounding?
So now she won't be woken up in the morning on the weekends when like my family's doing group chats.
That was so your fault though, because why would you send a family group chat?
Something happened. I had to like tell my parents.
No, it wasn't. It was like a picture. Like, why do you do that?
It was a funny picture.
Oh my god!
All right,
it drove me nuts.
That was one thing she learned. The second thing that she learned this week was really, really funny. So we had to get 2 COVID tests for the musical we went to last night. So we had to get COVID tests. Actually, we thought we were going to the Bulls game on Tuesday, but it got postponed because like every Bulls player has COVID. So they postponed 2 games in a row. So we didn't go to the Bulls game, but we had to get COVID tests on Monday because the requirements of United Center and the Broadway in Chicago. So we got COVID tests on Monday. And we were very, very worried about the fact if it was going to be in time for Tuesday's Bulls game. And so I said, well, as long as you get in by 5 o'clock, they're going to overnight it and we'll be good. And then she goes, wait, what? I go, the guy said that the overnight gets picked up at 5 p.m. and then it gets on the plane, overnights to California. And then walk them through your thinking at that point when I said the plane will overnight it over to California.
I went, they're on a plane? And I had never in my life imagined overnight shipping involving a plane. I imagined it was a driver driving at night. Through the night.
So my question to her was, okay, so I've told you that the test is getting picked up in Chicago and it's going to California.
Yes.
And we're supposed to get results in 24 hours. How is that possible? And then
there's time changes. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff. I don't know.
You thought somebody was just driving.
I'm not an overnight driver.
You thought somebody was just driving nonstop.
I've always pictured when I'm paying for overnight shipping, there is an overnight driver. Now, I understand that some shipping involves planes, like when you're doing like international.
Right.
But I thought that would probably be the only scenario.
But you don't think that they're using that plane technology from like Illinois to California?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I always thought overnight shipping was too expensive. But now that I know that they're flying entire jets to do it.
Yeah, FedEx, UPS, they have their own planes.
But I had never seen a FedEx plane. Have you ever seen one?
They're in the air. You don't see them.
Like, are they? I've never been at O'Hare. Like, there's a FedEx plane.
They don't fly out of O'Hare. Well,
where do they fly out of?
Actually, you know what? They may. I don't even know.
Why do you know so much about this? You've never even worked in this industry.
One of my good friends, actually Phil. You know Phil. One of my good friends from grade school. Him and his dad worked for FedEx. So I remember they have like a whole complex and everything. They have
a plane.
Well, I'm saying the shipping has everything from cars and trucks to trains.
Do they have like a landing pad like behind a store?
No, but like they have planes and they fly. Overnight shipping can happen because of planes.
I just thought somebody was pulling a double. You know what I mean?
So you learned not 1 but 2 things this week.
I just didn't imagine like our COVID test on a plane.
That is the goal of this show. That is the goal of our relationship. Is just to learn. We're both learning.
We're learning.
Both learning, and I hope you guys are learning something as well.
I love a fun fact.
Why don't you lead this next story, because this is kind of you and your mom. It's about social media with your mother.
Our list is over there, so I have to more obviously look. So here's the deal. I love when parents ask technology questions. It's just always fun. It's always a good time. So my mom, I wake up to like text from my mom as well. But they were about her posting her first story ever like on Facebook and Instagram. She never posted one before. So she took all these Christmas photos of the house. And she wanted to put really cute Christmas music behind it, right? So she wanted like have a holly jolly, like what she's posting.
Yeah, music, right?
Yeah, just to like add a little spice. She's trying to get into it, right?
Right.
So she messages me and she's like, I don't understand like the stupid box. You know when you post a story into the box with the music, you know? She's like,
the song title and everything.
Yeah, she's like, I hate it. I want it gone. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I don't know why it's a big deal. Like, what, minimize it, move it. Like, who cares, Mom? Like, they have to credit the artist. It is what it is. Like, I can't tell you. Like, there's other options, but I don't think you're going to like them anymore. This is, like, the smallest one, right? So I'm like, what? She's being so dramatic. Like, what are you, an interior designer? Why is this bothering you so much? I go on Instagram and Facebook. She was unaware that you could edit it, so she left that fucking box in the middle of all of her pictures. You couldn't even see the photos. Like, she was taking pictures of, like, her ornaments. It's like, you can't even see a single effing ornament.
But you know who sang the song and what the song's called?
She left it in the middle, massive, in front. It ruined every...
She didn't know you could move it.
She didn't know you could edit the photo. And I'm like, oh, that's why the box is bothering you. I mean, I cried.
You
I
were
was like,
dying, yeah.
And I go, she texted me like, this stupid effing, how does anybody get anything posted with this? And I go, Mom, you can edit it. And she goes, I thought it would automatically edit when I posted it. Like, I thought you were selecting the song, and it was just like, yep, this is it. And then she thought it would disappear when it posted.
Oh, my gosh. It's so funny.
Oh, my God. This poor woman, you couldn't see. She had cute pictures of, like, her outer, like, she had, like, a reindeer decoration, right? You couldn't even see its fucking face. Like, it was just, everything was blocked by the song box.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my God.
Parents and social media.
I love parental technology.
You know, just this is not social media, but it's like when texting kind of first became a thing, right? Like it wasn't iPhone and BlackBerry. It was like the old phones where you had to like, you know, press the number 5 like 2 or 3 times to get the letter that you wanted. You know?
Yeah.
And so my mom, when she first when she first got a phone that could text, I got this message that was like A, B, C, D, P, N, Q, Z. It was like just a bunch of gibberish. And I'm like, oh, Mom, like you have to like specify what letter you want it to be versus just like the number. There's 3 options above the number. She didn't know that you had to like specify what letter it should be. So I'm like, about this no one can read this. Like nobody knows what this is.
Fun fact, I never had to text the old school way because I got the Envy phone, which was like the first phone with a keyboard.
Oh, cool.
The first cell phone with a keyboard was like, or one of them, maybe not, but the Envy. Remember that one was big with chunk orange? So I did that, and then I remember being mad I did that because I'm like, crap, I thought phones would always have the 1, 2, 3 letters per thing. I thought they'd always have that, and I'm like, now I've trained myself to only be comfortable with the keyboard.
Oh, look at you.
And then iPhones happen, and I'm like, gangsta, I never had to learn. I've always had them fast fingers. Never slow.
Ahead of your time.
One of my favorite technology moments was actually with my grandma. And my grandma is queen of, like, not knowing, like, what the right term is, what's going on.
Is she the one that says, disguise? Oh
yeah.
A blessing in disguise.
A blessing in the skies instead of in disguise. And that one got me. Because I'm like, shit, maybe I'm saying it wrong. I had to Google it. It's a blessing in the skies. Yeah, no, that's the same grandma. My Shyla Bagila, that's what we call her. So she... we were trying to show her how to picture message, okay? So we texted her a picture of all of us at the family reunion, right? And then I was like, Grandma, so like go in now. This is how you send it. Type my name. I was showing her how to do it. So she sends it to me. And then she's like, oh, okay, that's easy enough. Then she goes, can you send it back though so I have it? She thought it was like mail. Like there's only one photo.
Oh my God.
We are passing around. Can you send it back?
If you guys ever want to laugh to a point where you're crying your eyes out because it's so funny, Google or YouTube Sebastian Maniscalco, Dad Computer. Okay, he has a bit about teaching his father how to use Windows email, and it is like laugh out loud funny times a billion. Again, Sebastian Maniscalco, maybe computer, dad, Windows email, whatever. It is the funniest skit you will ever see in your life. You're welcome. Just do it. Trust me.
Oh my God. Yes, so absolutely. After we're done though. Like
yeah. We need your views. Like stay here with us, but then when we're done, we sign off.
Advice about somebody funnier to watch.
After we raid, then go do it. But you know, before we get out of here, we have a surprise that we just found out about that we're very, very excited, and we're not going to announce on social media yet.
No.
We're going to do exclusively for our Twitch show right now and for our YouTube as we post on YouTube as well.
So you guys are the only one that knows besides our families.
You're the only ones that are going to know this, yeah. So, you want to tell them or should I tell them?
I wonder what people think it is right now. Although it's actually gonna be kind of anticlimactic after all that.
She's not pregnant.
I'm not pregnant. Yeah. Nobody cheated. I'm not pregnant.
No.
So I don't think. Did you cheat?
No. Did you?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we are super, super excited. This piece of hair keeps sticking out, and I don't know why.
Okay, just stop. We're doing something big.
We are super excited to announce that we are going to be part of ABC Chicago's New Year's Eve celebration. Like on TV, we're going to be like helping you guys bring in the new year here in Chicago on ABC, actual, Chicago network here, ABC. Super excited to be part of it. Our good friends Ryan Cheverini and Val Warner are going to be the in-studio hosts. We're going to be on location.
Yes.
More details to follow.
We're going to be doing the actual countdown with you guys on ABC. We're some of the hosts for the countdown.
Yeah, we're like some of the actual on-air talent for ABC. Kenzie and Roman, couples work, couples work. So we're very, very excited about this. So yeah, so and we'll post this on social media, like, a week before it comes out or whatever like that. But we are going to be literally on the ABC Chicago special for New Year's Eve. So excited about that.
So excited. So please, if you're looking for a countdown to watch,
ABC.
Watch ours.
ABC Chicago.
And then post a lot of really cute photos of us doing it. So Milad said, awesome. Good for you guys. We are so excited. I can't think of a better way to celebrate the beginning of a new year by doing something that's like my goal in life is to work with you and almost succeeding at that and spending it with you. And what a great way to kick off the year doing the exact thing that's your goal of that year.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's really cool. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Garut08, that's fantastic. Can you do better? I'm not going to read that last part, but I promise you that we will be as entertaining as we can be.
Shade just got chucked.
I will make sure that Kenzie and I both don't have too much to drink until after the countdown.
Listen, drunk Kenzie, a good time, though. You may wish I had a few, okay?
But again, our good friends, Ryan Severini and Val Warner from Windy City Live, they're going to be like the in-studio hosts. They're going to be kind of like home base. Cheryl Scott, a good friend of mine, she's also part of it. A couple other people as well, but Kenzie and Roman are part of it. We're very, very excited.
Roman on site, and actually, I told them where we're gonna be because I don't remember the name of it. And you guys could come see us if you want because we're gonna be live on site. So if you're looking for somewhere to be, it's in Indiana. It's like a pierogi festival.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's in Whiting, Indiana. I think we'll give all the details like down the road. Like I think right now it's enough that we gave because I don't want to like. It's not announced yet. They haven't put the press release out yet. We're giving you guys.
Hopefully, we don't get pulled.
We're giving you guys the exclusive, so don't run with this yet.
Yes, but we will say that where we're going to be. So if you guys want to come see
us,
with that would be super fun too.
That would be super. Open to the public. So so when we'll announce where we're going to be at a little bit before it happens, and then you guys come out and see us if you want to. But either way, we want to give you guys the exclusive about it, and on YouTube, on Twitch. That's it. No one else is going to know about it until it's officially announced on the press release.
Absolutely. Groot said, actually, it's comical. No shade.
No, for sure. Honestly,
it was funny.
Listen, we are just happy to be included. And you couldn't have said it better on our last show here of 2020, bringing in the new year together on TV as Kenzie and Roman, really kind of like, bringing 2022. Oh my God, I said 2020.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't you correct me?
I just let you do your thing.
Wrapping up the year here in 2021, bringing in 2022 the right way. Kenzie and Roman on TV, on ABC, just being part of a really cool team. Yeah. And then, the sky's the limit. It's a blessing in the skies.
It's a blessing in the skies. Like Shiloh Bagila, my grandma would say, it's a blessing in disguise, baby.
Well, why don't we say our goodbyes and do a little promo here while I figure out our raid for tonight.
Oh, good Lord. And for the record, good Lord.
Because of our vacation and then Christmas and all that kind of stuff.
You say that.
We are our last show of 2021 right now. Okay, so we're not gonna get back into things until
after the new year.
After the new year, that first Thursday, boom, we're back.
Yes.
So say goodbye.
So you guys can enjoy. Because honestly, next Thursday is right before Christmas Eve, and then the following Thursday is right for New Year's Eve. So we know people are busy. You have family in town. You're traveling. So instead of pulling away from our family, trying to pull you away from your family, because I know you'd rather be with us, but we're just gonna give you that time because it's important for you to also be with them. So give you that time, then we'll hit the ground running. We'll definitely have an update about New Year's, but definitely check out our socials on everything. We're Kenzie and Roman, as you can see at the bottom, super easy. I'm Kenzie K on air. He's live with Roman. So we are going to be announcing going more into that ABC thing. So if you're looking for something fun to do on New Year's, even if it's not to see us, we're actually going to be out somewhere fun though. So my family's in town. They can't wait to go do this. It's going to be like this fun festival thing. So please keep a lookout on our socials because you can totally come out, say hi, but like go have fun and do something. Because I always struggle. I don't know about you, babe. I really struggle with finding something fun on New Year's. If you don't want to do the stereotypical like we're at a club where everyone's like totally gone, or you go to a nice dinner and then you're like, what do we do now? Like I feel like one of the only options is clubbing, which is like I don't always want, like I have nice shoes now. I'm a real adult, you know what I'm saying? Like don't step on those. My shoes are cute now these days.
Oh my god.
I don't have like ratchet club shoes anymore, you know?
You don't? Nothing?
Not many. Because I used to go to Charlotte Russe, stock up. I didn't care how many drinks got spilled on me, but that's not my life anymore, you know?
Your Country Club Kenzie.
So that's disgusting.
But again, y'all, you guys have been on this journey with us. And again, we started from the bottom right here on Twitch. And we are excited to have, what do we have? I mean, how many followers do we have? Every single one of you are important to us. We're very, very thankful you want to be on this journey with us. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we can entertain you a little bit. We can smile a little bit. And in 2022, bring some friends back. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to grow this show bigger and better than ever in 2022.
Make time for us on Thursdays in 2022.
Yeah,
we'd so appreciate it, please.
For real. So have a great Christmas if you celebrate. Have a great New Year. We all celebrate that, right? Happy holidays, y'all. But thank you and God bless each and every one of you. Yes. And that's a wrap for 2021, right?
I know, it's a wrap, baby. See you in 2022. All
right, let's raid together. Tell them Kenzie and Roman sent you. We're going to a live DJ right now with some music and everything. So let's raid and let's have fun and sing. See you next year. It's
Happy
Kenzie
New
and Roman.
Year's.
Let's go.